H and H, beach salad with the works.
I've been bouncing on the sea, spinning in the spray, thirsty from the sea, so happy now. I've been playing in the park like children chasing birds, clumping through the clover field, sing along. I've been dancing in the dew, morning as it's way, sweeping out the sailor space. Everybody, I've met a woman in the haze, I don't recall her name, but heavens, what a pretty face, beautiful. I've been bouncing on the sea, spinning in the spray, thirsty from the sea, so happy now. I've been playing in the park like children chasing birds, clumping through the clover, sing along. I've been dancing in the dew, morning as it's way, sweeping out the sailor space. Everybody, I've met a woman in the haze, I don't recall her name, but heavens, what a pretty face, beautiful. But heavens, what a pretty face, beautiful. What a pretty face, beautiful. I've been bouncing on the sea, spinning in the spray, thirsty from the seesaw, happy now. I've been playing in the park like children chasing birds, clumping through the clover field, sing along. I've been dancing in the dew, morning as it's way, sweeping out the sailor space. Everybody, I've met a woman in the haze, I don't recall her name, but heavens, what a pretty face.
She wants hugs, drugs, and weird rock and roll. Miss the last train on the red line. 'Cause in the metal monster as it rolls away, you told the world that you'd be giving them hell, but now you don't know what to do with yourself. You missed the last train. A sign no meaning. It's all coincidence. That you're bobbing all around my head like a cheap toupee.
Hello, folks. Thank you for joining us on the N-Quisition, a battle of wits, the game where you can try to outthink the members of Philadelphia's premier comedy troupe, the N Crowd. My name is Mike, and I'll be your quiz master tonight. If you want to play along at home, a pen and paper might come in handy, as would a bag of concrete and a morphine drip. Now, let's go to our scorekeeper. He's well renowned for his infinite integrity and boundless sagacity. It's Vegas, the Incorruptible.
Hi, Mike.
How you feeling tonight, Vegas?
I'm feeling pretty okay.
You're looking good in your Nick Foles jersey.
Thanks, baby.
I asked you to wear that because I knew you had a Nick Foles jersey because you had a Nick Foles jersey before he was the legend that he now is.
I did. I bought this jersey after he tied the record for most touchdowns thrown in a single game, 7 touchdowns against the Raiders, while Chip Kelly was the coach. And I thought, gee whiz, this team sure looks hot. And then they fell apart, and it turned out Chip Kelly was not a very good professional coach. And I think Nick got traded away, and this seemed like a poor investment.
Then it seemed like you would wear that jersey, like, ironically.
And it was just like, remember this guy? Then all of a sudden, he comes back, Carson Wentz gets injured, and Nick Foles friggin' wins the Super Bowl in dramatic fashion against real football supervillains.
Well, last night he beat Tom Brady's Buccaneers in another and he started the season again as a backup. So I have 6 facts about the greatest backup quarterback in history.
All right.
In 2013, like you mentioned, Nick Foles threw 7 touchdown passes in a single game. This has happened 7 other times in the 100-year history of the league. So it's an extremely rare occurrence. Nick Foles.
Raiders were really bad that year.
Sorry?
The Raiders were very bad that year.
Yeah. Nick Foles, fact number 2. Nick once rescued a nun who was rescuing a puppy, who was rescuing a kitten, who was rescuing Tom Hanks. So this is a quality guy we're talking about.
Yeah, it was kind of like one of those logic puzzles, but also it's a true story.
These are completely factual, like this one. Because of the Philly special, where we had a receiver throw a pass to a quarterback for a touchdown, and that quarterback that caught the touchdown was Nick Foles. And so because of the Philly special, Nick Foles has more touchdown catches in the Super Bowl than all of the current Dallas Cowboys receivers combined.
You can't argue with facts.
That is absolutely true. It's one of my favorite stats ever. The 4th Nick Foles fact: Nick Foles will do your taxes for free if you ask nicely.
Again, can't argue with facts.
Quality human being. And we're just going to skip to the last one here. Nick Foles is Batman.
Can't argue with facts.
So we're all about facts here.
Robert Pattinson is playing Nick Foles in the upcoming Nick Foles movie.
Which looks pretty good, that Batman movie.
Yeah. Yeah, people don't like him because he was in Twilight, and nerds are like, oh, that's for girls, so this actor is bad now. But he's pretty good.
All right, well, we have a quiz show to get going here tonight. So
quiz.
Our contestant up first, we have Kelso.
Hello.
Hello, Kelso. How are you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good.
All right. Now, Kelso, I know it's Friday, but it feels like just another Manic Monday. Can you tell us about working at a grocery store that you managed to get shut down by the health inspectors?
Yes. So I used to roll sushi in college, and it was great because I got to hang out and talk with the deli people in ShopRite, and they're really fun, interesting bunch. But it was not so great because the health inspector came by and I just answered honestly, like, yeah, we reused this rice from yesterday and we left it over there. And oh, we're temperaturing fish? We don't do that. And apparently, my boss, who would leave me alone there all the time, didn't let me know that it got shut down. That was his franchise, and he was very upset. He actually still owes me $300 for it, and I tried to contact him. I found him on Facebook, and he was like, "You stupid girl, you shut down my business." And I was like, wow, if you think that was me, then you haven't learned anything in this whole thing. And
your room temperature fish shut down your business.
And I found him on Facebook, and he went skydiving at the local South Jersey skydiving place, and that cost about $300 when I looked it up. So he did have it, and he just used it to get the photo package to skydive.
Well, I know when I read your email about this, you also mentioned that they had just a terrible soundtrack that was on loop. And I worked at a place, it was the worst job I ever had. I won't say where it was, but we had 12-hour shifts, and they had a 3-hour loop. So you heard the same songs 4 times a day. And one was Tracy Chapman's Fast Cars, but done in this awful, soulless, electronic dance style. And it was like you took one of the most beautiful things on earth and you ruined it.
Be someone, be someone, be someone. Like that? Like,
kinda, yeah. Yeah.
That is a beautiful song. Yeah, ShopRite playlist, the Zallies at Glassboro, not good. Don't go there to jam. Maybe for some yams in a can, but not to jam.
Well, I know somebody who does jam, and that is our next contestant, and that's Ross. Let's bring Ross on, everybody!
Ross!
Oh, hi.
I like that entrance.
Thank you.
Ross is one of the newest members of the N Crowd. He's a baby N Crowder.
That's true. Goo goo gaga, everybody.
We're very excited to have him aboard.
Needle.
Sorry, I missed that. What was that?
No, it was a bad joke. Can you just keep going?
Well, Ross, you have 2 podcasts. One called Kid Flicks and one called Keep You Posted. Tell us a little bit about those.
Yeah, so Kid Flicks is one that I started almost 3 years ago, over 3 years ago at this point, and it's comedian friends, including Kelso. She was on a little while ago, and we just review, mock, and talk about kids media. So like, screw nostalgia, because turns out that's the only guiding light for why these movies are still nice in our eyes. And then Keep You Posted, it's a news podcast that I produce for Philadelphia comedian extraordinaire Hannah Trav.
Oh, that's
cool.
Neat.
Well, so I'm just curious, what would be an example of a movie that you think really hasn't held up over the years that we only like because of nostalgia?
Ooh, that's a good, I mean, I would say most movies.
Space Jam.
Okay, thank you. So Space Jam I never really liked because I was an indoorsy kid. Surprise, because I'm here doing improv with you tonight. But Space Jam always just upset me because I'm a big like cartoon and comics fan, and like the whole part where Tweety Bird is excited about basketball, I was like, I don't buy that. Tweety doesn't care about basketball. So in other words, the movie where cartoon animals and Michael Jordan take on space aliens seemed a little unrealistic to you. Yeah, I mean, you would think with the most charismatic actor that you can think of, Michael Jordan, could not carry that movie. He was like, Daffy, and that's the entire movie.
It's not as good as I remember.
No.
LeBron can deliver a line of dialogue realistically, and I heard he wants to remake it. So that would be interesting.
Yeah, that's true. He could also just keep making hundreds of millions of dollars doing this on a court.
He might win the NBA championship tonight.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
He needs to win.
Yeah, I feel like if LeBron remakes Space Jam, it's because he loves Space Jam and not because he needs to pay the bills.
Yeah.
You know, like he also co-owns Blaze Pizza. Just like coast on that. Coast on pizza money. Don't make a movie.
Run for president, why don't you, with all that pizza money?
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going from one of our newest N-Crowders to an N-Crowd Hall of Famer. Let's bring Kristen out here.
Yay!
Kristen!
Yay! The N-Crowd Hall of Fame, where's that located?
It's at 257 North 3rd Street.
Yeah.
Now it's a condo, though.
Like, what's usual?
Kristen was our longtime artistic director at the N-Crowd and spent years and years with us. And then because she's so good, the Curious Comedy Theater in Portland headhunted her and took her away from us, and they must be punished.
Well, they're currently regretting their decisions, so it's all good.
I mean, they definitely pay you a living wage, which we didn't. So, you know, capitalism.
And let's keep it in perspective. A living wage in terms of comedy, so not like in terms of the real world. So,
Well, laughter is the best medicine, so no need for health care.
yeah, right. That's apparently the way everybody's thinking these days. Yeah.
Well, Kristen, you're always working on a million things. Tell us about some of your projects you got going on.
Oh man. Well, I'm going to be helping the Magnet Theater in New York get out the vote. We're doing a vote drive on Sunday, so tune into that. There's going to be some really cool people involved. I'm lucky to be part of it, and we're all trying to get out the vote. And then I might be doing a show on what we're calling America Eve. On November 2nd, Monday night before Election Day. I think we're going to do a Wadsworth Constant with another awesome improviser, Nick Gillette. We're just getting that together now to put word out about it. So that's some of the stuff I've been up to.
Yeah, and
Very cool.
I'll say Wadsworth Constant, one of the most talented, but per capita, most talented improv groups, you could say. And you guys do a good job doing it online too, because you're so smart, creative.
Hilarious.
Hey, this
And
is
Nicole
great.
on your
Well, thanks for coming to Kristen Schier Compliments. We'll be here next week, 7 p.m.
It's amazing. Yeah.
All right. Well, now that you've got your dopamine flowing, Kristen, we're going to get to our first round. Round one, Jack, be quick.
We're all setting it up right.
Before we even get into the rules of this round, I want to announce a chance to score some big-time bonus points. Usually we don't let our contestants near a cell phone, but tonight they'll need them because we want to see which contestant can receive pictures of people shouting at a banana or bananas. So go ahead, contestants. Start texting people you know and requesting
People shouting at bananas.
people shouting at bananas.
Okay.
I will say, my boyfriend is currently watching. If you have any bananas at home, please do this for me. Thank you.
Well, that's a valid strategy. You'll get 5 points if you're the first to get a picture sent to you. 5 points for any pictures you receive during the Jack Be Quick round, and 10 points if you get the most pictures of people shouting at bananas by the end of the show, but they all have to be different pizza.
Oh,
Or
gosh.
people. I said pizza. I haven't had dinner yet. Rose's boyfriend, you hear that? Only one picture of you shouting at a banana. So to the folks at home, if you know any of the contestants, start sending them pictures of you shouting at a banana.
Wait, it has to be of me shouting?
No,
out?
no, of
Oh.
any
No,
person.
Oh, anyway, okay.
Not you. You, the listener, not you, the player.
Yeah.
Got it.
And the pictures only count if they're different people. 5 for different people.
Oh boy.
Someone's like laughing at a banana on screen.
Shout at that banana. Come on.
And with the banana.
All right. There's 5 points to Kelso for the first.
No.
She gets 5 points for getting the first one, but she also gets 5 points for getting one. There's another one.
Oh, stock photos count?
A photo of a person shouting at a banana.
I mean, I could pull up a stock photo of it.
Someone has to send it to you.
I don't have bananas right now. Life is rough. That's times are tough around here. Oh, geez.
All right. Now back to our regular first round, Jack Be Quick, where we ask our contestants to think quickly. We N-Crowders are currently in a Zoom room and have access to its chat function. I will be...
You're not a person who's not you.
Right. That was a rule.
You know what, boyfriend? If you took a picture of Kelso yelling at a banana,
Send it to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna give 5 points to Ross and Kristen because by being in this Zoom call, you just sent them a picture of yourself shouting at a banana.
All right, I am doxing myself. I have my cell phone number up as my name. Send me pictures of people shouting at bananas. Let's do this. Come on.
okay,
All right.
I'm changing my name to my social media handles because I am scared of people texting me for fun. So tweet at me, send me a DM.
These are bold strategies. I like this.
All right. I hope you guys don't get pictures of not bananas.
God, I wish I could find her on my phone.
I'm familiar with men.
Look, this dog looked up a banana. Snoopy.
Aww.
Boyfriend, if you're watching, I do want the crispy chicken sandwich meal from McDonald's with medium fries, Dr. Pepper, and a sweet and sour sauce I meant to tell you earlier. And a photo of a banana getting shouted at.
Guys, update to the rules. If you get a picture of a dog with a banana, that counts as the dog shouting because dogs are cute.
All right. Now, so keep us updated on if you get any banana pictures, but we still have questions to answer. So we have access.
There's no banana in that.
I got a picture.
The show is ruined by this game, by the way, Mike.
I don't think so. I think this is great. We're going to see all these pictures throughout the show of people shouting at bananas.
Nice.
All right. So we have access to this Zoom Room's chat function, and I will be asking 10 questions as Vegas, the Incorruptible, monitors the chat room. The first one of our contestants to type a capital N for N-Crowd into the chat room after a question is asked will be allowed to give an answer.
Yeah, and if I think you typed the letter N before Mike finished saying the question, you're not allowed to answer it. That's the rule. You got to wait till he finished. And guess what? There's kind of a delay between our videos and sound and the chat. So sometimes you'll type an N, and I haven't heard Mike finish saying the question yet, and I'll think that you did it before he stopped talking, and you'll be like, no, I didn't. And I'll be like, yes, you did. And maybe I'm paying attention to my second monitor because I'm copying Mike's questions into the Twitch chat so people can read them, and I get things wrong. It doesn't matter if I'm wrong. It's what I think.
You just shouted at my banana.
All right. 5 points to all of you.
Let's do this. I'm ready.
All right. I should say this too. There are a total of 156 possible points in this round. 120 of them are secret bonus points.
Great.
All right, so Vegas, can you throw the picture of this guy up on screen?
Yeah, I'm going to pull up a picture and share my screen on Zoom. Host disabled participant screen sharing. Hold on 10 seconds before Karen flips.
Wait, did I miss the question? I might have.
No, not yet.
Okay.
I guess
Well,
I
we
keep
don't,
looking at my
let's
phone.
skip this question and move on to question number 2.
we don't need the
5 points to Kelso for a picture of a fellow dancing with a banana.
This is the worst damn night of my life.
Vegas. We can skip the picture.
Too late. I shared my screen.
All right. Here's the question, guys. The setup to this is a bit lengthy because I wanted to show what an awesome guy this guy is. When I'm ready to ask the question, I'll go like this, so you know it's about time to get the finger on the end. All right. This badass had a birthday this week. So happy birthday to Lonnie Johnson from Mobile, Alabama, who turned 71 years old on Wednesday, October 6th. In 1969, Lonnie won the statewide high school science fair for a robot he built powered by compressed air. He went on to Tuskegee University, where he earned a BS in mechanical engineering and a master's in nuclear engineering. The university would later grant him an honorary doctorate in science. He was decorated for his work with the Air Force and later for his work at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, where he helped develop, among other things, the nuclear engines that would drive the Voyager probe. As an entrepreneur, he founded 2 successful technology companies, one that produces long-lasting, high-efficiency batteries for implantable medical devices, and one that focuses on turning heat into electricity to make green energy more cost-effective. However, he made tens of millions of dollars with an invention in 1990 that has since become a ubiquitous part of childhood summers. What was his invention?
Oh man.
And Mr. Wiseman, you're the first to type a capital N in the chat.
Right. His invention was awkward sexual experiences in a tree.
Oh, that's not the answer we were looking for. 610-608-7015. You're the second to buzz in.
I was gonna say fidget spinners.
That's a good guess, but that is also not the answer. Kelso, you have the chance to answer.
A skip it. It's that thing around your ankle that you jump over.
None of you know what Lonnie Johnson invented. Mike, you want to tell him?
My notes failed me.
He invented the Super Soaker.
Oh,
I was honestly
next guess. Aw, man.
Also, by the way, I got baby Josie to send a banana.
Oh my God, that's baby is as cute as a dog. You'll get 5 points for that.
He received many honors in his life. What's that?
Oh, the Philly N Crowd Twitter account tweeted a banana man at me.
All right, there's 5 points for that.
So Lonnie Johnson received many honors in his life, but he is going to be further honored later in the show when he becomes the first person to have the N-Quisition's mystery round named after him.
What an honor.
Yeah. Also, my sister Katie had a birthday this week as well, so happy birthday to her too. And also, my sister's husband's birthday is National Trivia Day, and this is a trivia show, and so we've come full circle. Let's all have cake.
Yeah, and happy birthday to my best friends from college who were my roommates for many years, Russ Jones and Tim McGee. I don't think either of you are watching, but both of your birthdays are now and close together.
All right, so Lonnie Johnson's a badass. Here's question number 2.
Oh, also, I should have said earlier, who was it? Hold on. Stop the show. I'm scrolling back in the Zoom chat. On YC gave us a $5 tip. Thank you so much for giving some money to the N Crowd. What are we going to use it for? I don't know, because we can't do shows live, and I think it's free to do them online. Maybe Karen's spending money on some technology, but thank you. Oh, apparently things cost money. Please give us yours.
Vegas, are you still sharing your screen by any chance?
Yes?
We can go back to the normal. All right. Question number 2. For 5 points, translate the Pig Latin phrase, Ike May is ye, illing K, is they, osting hey, ing they, into English.
Kristen, you were the first.
Mike is killing this hosting thing.
What a compliment.
Thanks, Kristen, but what does the phrase translate into?
Hilarious. 5 points for Kristen for answering that
Fidget spinner.
right.
But now all the pig Romans watching will know what a good host I am.
Yes.
Okay, question number 3. America's first second lady became our second first lady. Who was she?
First, second lady.
Our first second lady became our second first lady.
Was it do you let me know when to go?
Yeah, you can go.
It was Betty White.
Not the answer we were looking for, but thank you. Kristen, you're next.
The inventor of oyster ice cream, Dolly Madison.
Ooh.
You're a second lady off. Ross.
Fidget spinner.
So the second president is John Adams, so his wife's name has to be Joan Adams.
Oh, we were looking for Abigail Adams. A great first lady and a great second lady too. Great lady.
Yeah. All right. Question number 4, if you bowl a perfect game, what's your score?
Kelso, you're the first to buzz in. Ross, you lose 2 points for a lowercase letter N.
The perfect score is when everyone leaves feeling good about what they did there. Leaves and their own pace.
That's not the answer we were looking
Yeah,
for, but I feel a little better hearing it. Ross, you're the second to buzz in with a correct capital N.
So I could do a funny answer, but I know the real answer.
Do them both.
So you bowl a perfect bowling game is a 300, but my perfect bowling game is rolling a 420, y'all.
You turn things around and get 3 points, canceling out that -2 from earlier.
So a net
I knew the answer to that, but I was busy bowling, so I couldn't. I couldn't chime in.
I was busy bowling.
I used to regularly bowl with someone who is one of the best bowlers in the world now.
Mary? Jane?
Guy I grew up with is now a professional bowler, and he won the 2020 Players Championship, so he's currently considered one of the top 3 bowlers.
As 5 points for Ross and 300 points for Mike's friend.
Yeah, not to brag, but it was cool to grow up with it. Like you always hear stories about people growing up with professional athletes. More?
It's 5 points for Kelso.
Oh, I was confused because that's an apple, not a banana.
There were bananas on the screen.
All right, fingers on ends.
Wait, hold on real quick. My mom sent me a picture of a banana.
Hi, Ross's mom.
That is more points.
You get 5 points for Ross's mom. Don't get cocky.
All right, question number 5. Now, when some people think of a big animal, they think of an elephant. But I'm talking about an animal whose tongue alone is the size of an elephant. An animal whose heart is bigger than a Volkswagen. An animal who can swallow 475,000 calories in one mouthful. An animal whose babies consume 240 gallons of milk each day when they're nursing. Science believes this is the biggest animal to have ever lived, and it is still alive today. What animal is it?
Kristen with the N.
A blue whale.
That's right. It's a blue whale. And that I guess these are secret bonus points, but I'm gonna make them public bonus points.
Think after the question is answered, we can.
For 100 bonus points if you can name their scientific name.
Oh man.
Well, I mean, can anybody?
All right. Obviously,
I think I know it. It's Fidgetus spinnerus.
Pretty close. It's Balaenoptera musculus.
Nice.
Pretty good scientific name.
I was going to say Clifford the Big Blue Whale.
I just got to tell AJ to yell at a banana real quick.
Wow. They're also 5 points to Ross.
Well, is that a GIF?
Yeah.
5 points to Kelso. And as far as blue whales go, they're the loudest creatures on Earth. Their bellows and chants can be heard 900 miles away. Boy, with long distance communication like that, they'll sure give MCI a run for their money.
Huh.
I made Vegas tell that joke.
My ex.
Wait, Ross, could you say it again? I know comedy's about timing, but I want to hear what you said because it sounds
sure.
really...
Oh wow, we're talking about animals that are super loud. You talk about my ex.
and then he took a sip of tea. That's what killed it. That's what.
Yeah.
Ross's ex, who famously can't control their volume.
All right. Question number 6.
Ross's ex will give MCI a run for their money.
You have to speak a sip of something after, I think.
I wish that I smoked because, like, that would have been a perfect line. Mark my words, I'm going to start smoking cigarettes just for comedy.
Good. Do it for the art, not the heart.
All right, question number 6. Here we go. By what name is Richard Starkey better known? By what name is Richard Starkey better known?
Also, you got the first buzz.
Our dog.
That's correct. Well, we mean popularly, not in his personal life.
Oh.
So then it was Ross, you were next.
Ned Stark.
That's some kind of The Witcher joke.
Game of Thrones, but you can call me Ned Snark.
Oh my God.
You are going to drink all the tea in China tonight, man.
As a man wearing a football jersey, it's my duty to pretend I'm not a big nerd now. Kristen, you buzzed in twice.
I was just gonna say Dick Starkey.
All right. Ringo Starr. The answer is Ringo Starr. Wow. And you know what? 6 years ago, I went to see The Who. And because The Who's drummer has been dead for a long time, Ringo Starr's drummer played for them instead. And he was perfectly adequate.
Wait, Ringo Starr's drummer?
No, his son.
His son.
Yeah.
He's also a drummer?
Yep.
Coincidence?
If your father is famous at something, you are automatically also good at that thing.
I guess the garden doesn't fall far from the octopus.
Yep, that's what they say.
Thank you.
John Bonham, the drummer of Led Zeppelin, his son Jason Bonham is a a pretty awesome drummer as well. So I guess it runs in the family. All right, Vegas, we need another Purdy picture up there.
Yeah, we do. Come on, folder. I had it before.
You're a well-oiled machine.
I gotta share the screen now. All right, here we go. You see that?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a famous oil painting by Jacques-Louis David, painted between 1801 and 1805. My question for you is, who is the confident little guy on the horse? And for 3 bonus points, where is he in this depiction?
Kristen, you are not allowed to answer because you buzzed in too quick. Ross.
So that is Napoleon Bonaparte. And clearly he is in the parking lot of a Ralph's.
Well, you got the Napoleon Bonaparte part correct. Kelso, can you say where he is at?
Yeah, he's within the horse's nightmare.
All right, 3 points for Ross.
Oh, wait, sorry, he's crossing the Delaware.
This is titled Napoleon Crossing the Alps, aka Napoleon at the St. Bernard Pass, or Bonaparte Crossing the Alps. The name Bonaparte, I don't know if this is how you got it, Ross, but you can see it at the bottom of the painting on the rock. It's really clear. I cropped that photo really hoping to hit the sweet spot between where it was obvious that that was his name and where you would kick yourself if you didn't see that.
I thought Ross was making a joke, like who's named Bonaparte? But I guess that's Napoleon's popular name.
Yeah, who's named Richard Starkey? Ringo Starr, apparently.
Who's named Blue Whale?
Right?
Good old
Whale's son-
Balanoptera musculus.
There were also secret bonus points on that. If you had just said the Alps, we would have accepted it for 3 points. But if you would have said in the St. Bernard's Pass, or I don't know if I'm pronounced Saint Bernard.
What if you said on horseback?
Or in the horse's nightmare. That wasn't a bonus point.
Wait, Mike, did you just say that like you would have gotten bonus points if you answered the whole question correctly? Is that
Yeah, basically, I would have accepted the Alps, but if you were more specific and knew the specific title of these paintings.
Okay. Next time. Next Alps photo.
There's 5 of these photo paintings of Napoleon done by the same artist, and they're all super duper expensive.
Wow, my friend texted me the answer, but I didn't see it in time.
Hey, don't do that, people at home. Just bananas, please.
Also,
Or-
my mom gave directions because she sent several banana pics, and she said, choose the one that you think looks best.
So cute.
Mom, thanks for raising Ross.
That's 100 points, I feel like, if there's 10 photos.
Ross's mom gets 100 points. We'll see if any of you beat 100.
Wow.
She's going to win the show.
All right, question number 8. In the Harry Potter series, Hogwarts School for Witchcraft and Wizardry is broken into 4 houses. Earn a point for each one you can name.
Ross, you buzzed in first.
Slytherin, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, House of Pain, Monster House, Dr. House MD, and Sherlock Holmes.
All right, I'll give you 4 points. And the rest, just gravy on top.
What house do you guys think the Sorting Hat would put you guys in?
I have a Ravenclaw mug in my coffee mug container box. I think I'd be that guy who's like, why is this guy in Ravenclaw? Because I wouldn't do my Ravenclaw homework, but then I'd be like, here's some magic theorem, and people would be
This
like,
is why we are so mad that Ross buzzed in first.
Yeah. Pissed.
wow.
Yeah.
I have
Forget,
not read all of the books.
forget J.K. Rowling, but we love Harry Potter.
Turns out, yeah. Oh man, I don't want to give her more money right now, but PlayStation 5 revealed a trailer for a Harry Potter game. It looks really cool. I don't know.
My friend Luke sent me a picture
that's-
of him.
That's good.
Thanks, Luke. 5 points for that.
Well, on the bright side, we can all agree that Fantastic Beasts has been a terrible movie series.
I thought the first one was like pretty fun, but the second one didn't make any sense.
Oh, he also has strong opinions, I see.
My friend Jessica sent Jason yelling at a banana. I think it needs to be real people and real bananas, but friends who don't have bananas are doing what they can.
Give 5 points to Kristen.
This is Michelle Obama. I just never know the next time they'll be able to be on an internet comedy show, so I had to seize this opportunity.
It's great.
Well, it turns out we all love Harry Potter.
Yeah, but good job, Ross. That's fine. It's fucking fine. It's fine.
I think that Kelso contemptuously eating a banana could be the next big internet meme.
It's fine. It's fine.
All right, well, we're moving on to question number 9. Since 1990, the same year the Super Soaker came out, invented by Lonnie Johnson, since 1990, the 6th of February has been celebrated as a national holiday in Jamaica in honor of whose birthday?
Since the 6th.
Kristen, you were first.
I'm gonna guess Bob Marley.
Kristen, you named the most famous Jamaican you could think of, and you were right. Take that 3 points.
But you missed 10 secret bonus points if you had said Robert Nesta Marley.
Oh, great.
Those
Bob-
secret bonus points.
Richard Starkey Marley.
He was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1994.
Bob Marley?
Yep.
All right, and question number 10, the last question of the round. On what continent will you find the largest desert in the world?
Ross, you were first.
Antarctica, baby.
Ross! So clever. You were right. Take that 3 points.
At 5.5 million square miles, the Antarctic desert is the largest in the world, followed by the Arctic, the Sahara, the Arabian, and the Gobi to round out the top 5.
All right. So there was a lot of point scoring in that round. Ross, you got it's 11 points for questions answered. Kristen, you got also 11 points for questions answered. Kelso, you didn't get any questions answers point, but you got 5. Yeah, 2. 4, oh man, counting 35 points for banana pictures.
Nice. That might
wowie,
also be
wow.
the score on my pharmacology test I took this morning. So it's a trend.
Ross, you also got 35 points in banana pictures.
That's banana.
And Kristen, you got 30 points in banana pictures. So after that round, Kristen, you have 41. Ross, you have 46. And Kelso, you have 35 points. A pretty close game. And if you have the most banana pictures at the end of the show, you'll get another 10 points. Though that was the only round where we were giving 5 points per picture.
Yes. So remember, boyfriend, you can text me pictures of either you or other people with bananas. They just can't repeat.
He still hasn't sent you?
No, he was waiting for the live stream to go on Facebook and it didn't, so he scored a few minutes ago.
Take that,
All right.
Facebook. And take $5 N-Crowd donated by Sarah D. Thanks, Sarah D.
Yay!
And boyfriend, if you are watching, please don't forget the sweet and sour sauce. That's like really why I go to McDonald's. I could just eat that, honestly. Just scrap the order, just get that, like 10 of those.
That's why I'm like all in on team like honey mustard or barbecue sauce.
Honey mustard, classic.
The McDonald's honey mustard specifically, or just that sauce?
It's been a while, but I remember the honey mustard at McDonald's. Like it's almost like a little grainy, which I like.
I like that too. I like orange juice with the pulp. I'm that type.
I thought you were gonna.
This is fascinating, guys.
Sorry, you're my savior.
Why don't we move on to our next round? And this is where that pen and paper might come in handy. This is round 2, deep thought. These N-Crowders have all made their own answer cards numbered 1 to 5. Contestants, can you let us see your cards, or just hold up your writing implements? That's all. All right, got something to write with.
Yeah, we got some Post-it notes, a notebook, a census packet. You guys are going to be recording your answers on these cards, and we'll be checking what you wrote later in the show. All these questions are going to be worth 3 points unless otherwise noted. And just so you at home know, during that interstitial video to introduce the next round, Kristen and Kelso both showed me a new banana picture each.
All right. So there are a total possible of 3
I didn't like that.
points. So sorry. All right, here's the first question. I like to start this round off with math because N-Crowders are really bad at math. All right, here goes. N equals N squared. For 7 points, what is N? Don't say it out loud, just write it down. N equals N squared. For 7 points, what is N?
N equals N squared. I'm trying to answer it internally without looking at the answer. I think I know it.
Do we answer now?
No, you
just
write it down
Well,
and we'll reveal the answers at the end of the show.
Great.
Doesn't that make you want to stay till the end? Watchers at home, send our friends pictures of bananas.
Specifically, use
At
that
this
social
number
media
right here.
handle.
This number. Go ahead.
Other corner for me, Kristen.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, your image is reversed.
All right. Here's question number 2. Anagrams. So we all know about anagrams. It's when you have one word or one phrase and you mix up all the letters and it becomes another word or phrase. So each contestant will get a category and an anagram where the answer will be a type of thing in that category. If you solve the anagram in your own category, you'll receive 10 points. And if you solve the anagram in someone else's category, you'll get 5 points. So feel free to solve all 3 to get some major points here. And here are the categories. The categories are places to live, religions, and Las Vegas attractions. And Kelso, you're currently in 3rd place, so you get first pick of the categories. We've got places to live, religions, and Las Vegas attractions.
All right, because Yo Rudy donated 25 bits to our channel, I have to take my Eagles jersey off.
Oh, no.
But I'm not going to stop drinking Unterdog by Yards Brewery, a Oktoberfest beer made in honor of our underdog Super Bowl team. Also, shout out to Yards because they sponsor a lot of independent comedy shows in Philly.
So
Not this one, but other shows.
The way this works is that if the audience pays us money, we take our clothes off? Because that's a different Twitch stream, I thought.
If it's for the art.
All right, so Kelso, you've got to which category of anagram? Places to live, religions, and Las Vegas attractions.
I'm realizing I know almost nothing about all three of these categories. I'm gonna go with religion. Why not? I went to Catholic school for 12 years. Let's see if it is the mistake I thought it was.
All right, here is the clue in religions. It is best in prayer. Best in prayer.
And now I'm rearranging these letters to make.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll do it. Just one word or a sentence or.
It could be either one word or a couple of words.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to go.
Just want to let the chat know it's 50 bits for me to put a shirt back on.
I'll pay that right now. If I had it.
All right, Kristen, you're in second place, so you get to choose from places to live or Las Vegas attractions.
I'll go with places to live.
All right, and your clue is dirty room. Dirty room.
Okay.
All right, Ross, that's
Oh.
It says put a shirt on and then take it off 7 times. So I'm going to go get a shirt as you continue this show.
All right. So then, Ross, that sticks you with the category of Las Vegas attraction. So the answer will be a type of Las Vegas attraction, and your clue is cash lost in me.
Jeez.
Lost in me. All right. So now you guys are all staring down at your anagrams, and Vegas is going to get a shirt. This is amazingly televisual right now. People love seeing people staring down and thinking, and they love empty chairs. They love a rambling monologue. This is all great. This is all great.
Oh.
Ross just got a breakthrough. Man. Where did Vegas go to get a shirt? Siam? All right, well, we do have to move on, even though we don't have our scorekeeper back yet. All right.
I've got mine solved.
What's that?
I got mine solved.
Nice.
Do I hold on to it? I'm not
don't
saying-
tell us right now.
Okay.
All right.
I'm proud of you
All right.
and really frustrated with myself.
In order to satisfy our very strange audience, I'll put on my N-Crowd shirt.
Oh, you can really hear that with the microphone. The sound of a shirt getting put on.
Doing this with the headset was wrong.
I just want everybody to know I have Kelso solved as well.
Is it a person?
I'm not giving any hints. And then I did not hear
One
Ross.
without me.
I think I have most of it of mine.
What was Ross's again? It's not in the chat. What was it again?
That's cash lost in me.
Got it.
And
I got that one too. Not
Can you
kidding.
give Kristen 2 others, please? She's the kid that's bored in school because they're super smart, so they're acting out.
I've got all three. I've got all three.
Now?
Yep.
Let me know when you're ready. I got 6 more shirts to put on and then take off. Apparently 450 bits is worth about $5. So I don't think I would do this a second time, but here we are.
I wanted to real quickly just roll back to a question Kelso asked. You asked if it was a person, And I just want to read it in the question again. Shoot, I just lost it. The answer will be a type of thing in that category.
I'm gonna have to go back to the drawing board.
All right, question number 3. Why does Mickey Mouse wear gloves? The correct answer will earn you 10 points, but the answer that Vegas the Incorruptible finds the most amusing will earn 5 points. Oh, we got another banana picture. That's an.
All right. I'm going to do the rest of these. Hold on.
So, why does Mickey Mouse wear gloves? The correct answer will earn you 10 points, but the answer that Vegas the Incorruptible finds the most amusing will earn 5 points. And I should say here, you could have the real answer and an amusing answer too. You know?
Yeah.
Here's my Bigfoot shirt. I got that last time I was in Portland. I got to eat breakfast with Kristen a few times. That was fun.
Nice.
Put on the shirt from our memory, Vegas.
Hold on, I'll get there. Here's the Mean Wendy Band, independent comedy band in Philadelphia. Gotta support your independent comedy bands, right? This one just has a lobster on it. Big fan of lobsters. All right, that's like a number. Okay. Here's the Philly Improv Theater shirt. I bought that to help raise money for Philly Improv Theater during the pandemic. Did it save the theater? I'm not sure yet, actually. Here's a Duo Fest. That's actually that Kristen created at a theater that may or may not exist anymore. And this one's oh boy, this is Gato. You guys remember him? He's the robot from the Millennial Fair in Chrono Trigger. You guys all know Chrono Trigger. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
I'm thinking about this anagram, dude. Like,
Yeah, it's hard.
I've got some Mickey Mouse answers to run by you.
I also have two Mickey Mouse answers.
All right, save those answers.
I'll do mine first because yours are going to be funnier, so we can build to the
and I'll
comedy.
do mine before Kristen so that we can do a proper comedic climb.
I have a few answers. I'm going to try them all out. All right. Mickey Mouse wears gloves because Walt Disney couldn't draw hands. Okay. And then the other reason why he wears gloves is because he gives Donald Duck rectal exams on a regular basis. Okay, that one was really crude, and I apologize. It's really not in my nature to be that crude usually. The last one I'll say is because if the gloves don't fit, you must have quit.
Damn it, that was my joke.
Oh,
That was my joke
These are all
too.
very funny, but the premise of this round is that we reveal your answers at the end of the show.
Okay, I have time to write a new one then.
great. I'll look it for a new one. You guys, I didn't know.
No, it's okay. I understand if you were distracted by seeing my nipples 7 times.
That's why I can't figure out this anagram. It's just your areolas are.
So what is supposed to be happening now?
Now, I was going to ask another question.
Okay.
Figure out this anagram first. I might need
Yeah.
like a couple days.
Well,
Can
that's the whole premise of the round, like we explained, is Mike asks complicated questions. You have the rest of the show to work on them and write down your
Okay.
answers. At the end of the show,
I wasn't listening.
give us the answers you came up with.
So let's go to the next question then.
Yeah, let's go to the next
Yeah,
question.
yeah, yeah.
All right. Match the presidents to their Secret Service code names. Earn 3 points for each correct match. One of the presidents doesn't have a match. Correctly identify which one and earn 3 points. If you can identify what that president's code name is, you'll earn 5 bonus points. So basically, I'm going to give you 7 presidents and 6 code names. which I wrote nicknames here, but it's code names. So the Secret Service gives the president a code name. I'm going to give you 7 presidents, 6 code names. You match up 6 of the presidents to their code names, and then the one that doesn't have a code name there, you tell me what that code name is. All of those things are worth 3 points. Yes.
So remember that time that I kept sipping my tea as a funny bit? Now I really have to go to the bathroom. Is this a bad or the ideal time to do it?
Just go ahead. I'll post the next question in the chat.
Yeah. Pretend I'm working right here. Be back here.
I wonder if
Oh, Ross, great hair.
does this happen to Alex Trebek? All right, let me
read
out the presidents
because he has editors.
What? Let me read out the presidents and the code names here. Okay, here are the presidents: John Kennedy, Richard Milhouse Van Houten Nixon, Jimmy Carter, Ronald Reagan, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, and Donald John Trump.
Ugh.
Here are the code names. We've got Searchlight, Renegade, Deacon, Lancer, Rawhide, and Eagle. So I'm just going to run through those lists one more time. We got Kennedy, Nixon, Carter, Reagan, Clinton, Obama, Trump. And we got Searchlight, Renegade, Deacon, Lancer, Rawhide, Eagle. One of those presidents does not have a match, and you'll get points if you can identify them and say what their Secret Service code name actually is.
It's weird how our presidents' nicknames are all based on models of Jeeps.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, they all sound like energy drinks.
What would you guys want your Secret Service code names to be?
Big Papa.
It would be Gato. You guys know Gato, right?
Yeah.
From Chrono Trigger, the Millennial Fair.
Mine would be Large Bladder Man.
Little Spoon.
Well, I can tell you that
Driving.
I can tell you that Gerald Ford's code name was Passkey, which I think is kind of insulting because he was like the transition between Nixon and Carter, like as the unelected guy. I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds like a sex act.
Ass key. Right? Am I right? I'm right. All right. Question number 5.
Great.
I like to find different ways that we can test your knowledge bases and your thinking. So this is kind of a legalistic conundrum that they might pose to somebody in law school or something. So solve this legalistic conundrum for 5 points. If a plane crashes smack dab on the border between the United States and Canada, where would they bury the survivors? So it's right down the center of the plane. Kelso's drawing a diagram for us. So 1/2 of the plane exactly is in Canada and 1/2 is in the United States.
I wish I was even half in Canada.
Yeah.
I would take half healthcare.
Wish I could take a plane.
Hey,
Oh yeah, I'm ready. We ready to go over here. We ready to go. We got all the answers. We know all the things. I'm ready. I got my answers and I'm ready.
Kristen is psyched.
Cool.
All right.
So
I just want to read this question one more time just for clarity. So if a plane crashes smack dab on the border between the United States and Canada, where would they bury the survivors? All right. Hold on to those answer cards. We will be checking them later in the show. But right now, let's go to round 3, the mystery round.
Mystery round. A mystery round. What?
Mystery.
And God, it so much.
This round is different every episode, so the contestants will never know what they have to deal with. This week, the mystery round is named Lonnie Johnson because he is a great inventor, and we are going to test our contestants' inventiveness. We'll give them 1 minute to retrieve an item from their homes and get back on camera, at which point we will ask them to demonstrate a non-standard use of those items, or it can be an item or many items, and you have to demonstrate a non-standard use of them. So what do I mean by that, Vegas?
Yeah, so if you go and get a spatula and then say it's for flipping flapjacks, that's wrong because that's the standard use of a spatula. But if you say it's for whacking spotted lanternflies, well, that's non-standard and very helpful. I have a total of 21 points that I'll be able to dole out between the contestants based on how innovative I find your inventions, and you have 1 minute to do it, starting now. Go, get out of here. All right, Mike, let's talk more about when the Eagles won the Super Bowl. The last time I was happy.
Well, actually, what I wanted to talk about is a picture I found because, Vegas, I try to play a little bit of guitar, and one of my guitar heroes passed away this week. Eddie.
Yeah. I'll share this screen for the picture you found.
Hold on, don't do it yet because I want to set up this picture. He was an inventor as well as a musician, so I thought it would be appropriate to mention him here. But he was well known for like Frankensteining his guitar and modifying it in all kinds of crazy ways. And I was reading about him online. I found out he has 3 legit patents with his name on it, where he has invented legitimate things. And so I was interested in that. I went to it, checked out all the specs and stuff, and all of his patents are very technical. It's like serious, dry engineering language. And then he submitted he invented something called a musical instrument stand, which would rest on his belly and then have a shelf that comes out. You could hold the guitar at a 90-degree angle and play the fretboard like this. And of all the serious stuff in his patent applications, here is the official technical diagram he submitted to the U.S. Patent Office.
That's pretty dope.
Awesome! Anyway, I was just delighted when I stumbled on that this week, that even his like really technical diagram, he's got that Eddie Van Halen face. And
yeah. Thanks for sharing that, Mike. Oh, it's a minute is up. You're all back.
All right.
Well, let's we're gonna go and see what items you brought us and what your non-standard use for them is. So let's start with the person with the most points so far, Ross.
Okay, and sorry, I have several items, so I'm combining them or I'm showcasing how all of them can be used uniquely.
I think combine them.
Okay, cool. So, so this is my invention. It is a selfie stick with a selfie light on the end of it, connected to a container of Rainbow Chip Original Betty Crocker frosting. And this is kind of like a tool for kind of body positivity and having a good time with yourself. So actually it's perfect for seasonal affective disorder. So you turn on this light, it's super bright. So now you can kind of see a bright light. And then you can also treat yourself to all 13 servings in this container. And what's cool about this is that you basically have 3 fingers on the end. So you dip and scoop, and now you don't even have to dirty your hands with all of the frosting.
All right, so a seasonal affective disorder treatment device. You're in the lead so far, Ross.
I also grabbed this is my roommate's. I could not tell you what vegetable this is.
Is it a football? What? I don't know what that is either.
Gourd.
It's like me when I drink
Yeah, it
too.
looks like a squash. Yeah, like a gourd.
Well, we'll go next to Kristen, if you can show us your invention.
All right, this is a commonly used as a flask, but when you put it in your coat pocket like this, and you're an experienced like private detective on the job, this
Which I am.
doubles as a life-saving device, because you will get shot exactly where the flask is. And you'll die for a moment, presumably. And then you'll come back and you'll be like,
well, I've seen plenty of media where a person with their pocket Bible stops the bullet. So I like the artistry of a flask stopping a bullet.
yeah.
Better than that for my personal religion.
Yeah.
Kelso, let's see your invention.
Yes. So this is classically a violin used for stirring the soul and connecting emotionally to sounds. But when combined with some key features, it could be used as the perfect way to get ready in the morning. So you, oh geez, oh gosh. This is a little bit of a technical. So the perfect tool to get ready in the morning. Got some of that, right? Right? Oh gosh, it's stuck. Hold on, just, you know how new products have a little bit of a hiccup here and there? Okay, oh, that's why. So once you realize that you don't need glasses because that's for nerds, you can go and use it to put on your wig. So you just get your wig on. Perfect. And then
The proof of concept isn't really showing here.
you can apply the God damn it! God damn it! Can I
Thank you.
All right.
Oh, no.
Well, I have to divvy up 21 points after that round. I'm going to give 10 points to Ross for his multi-item invention for seasonal affective disorder. I'll give 6 points to Kristen for her heart protective device for drunk private detectives.
You say that now, but when you have a flask stop a bullet, you're gonna have wanted to give me more than 6 points for that.
That may be the
That's all I'm
case.
saying.
And Kelso, I'll give you the remaining 21 minus 16 points.
Vegas, I respect your decisions, but I do have to say I felt like Ross was using a light as a light and sprinkles as sprinkles.
But he was
In like how you use them together. You know how like when you order a pizza, you're not like, oh, what is this weird tomato that I'm eating? No, it's a pizza. It's a new thing.
Yeah, I appreciate Ross using his platform to highlight the importance of mental disorders in everyday life.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, Kelso's back.
Sorry we broke your $800 violin.
It's okay. I got it off Facebook Marketplace for $50. I think she was quitting music school, but
Aw.
I just had to play
Aw.
some sad music right there for me. She
Was
seemed
she-
like okay with her decision, like she'd come to terms with it. But
Do you-
anyway,
Do you play the violin?
poorly, very poorly, but it is, yeah, a dream.
Well, that's cool. That's a good quarantine thing to work on.
Not for my neighbors. but we're working from home also.
Well, we've got, after that round, Ross still in the lead with 56 points. Kristen following with 47. And Kelso, you have a strong 40.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, that brings us to our final round of competition before checking those deep thought answer cards and seeing which one of these N-Crowders will triumph and which will wither in shame. We know you've been thinking it. What is it like to have sex with the N-Crowd? Well, we're going to show you in round 4, Sex with Me.
Sex with me, 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 yeah.
Hey,
To all the folks in the Twitch chat room, we are going to be asking for suggestions of nouns, objects, persons, places, things. So start typing those now. The contestants are going to turn those suggestions into bawdy jokes. And Vegas the Incorruptible will award a point per joke.
Yeah, I'm going to give a point for every joke. But guess what? You say a bunch of random words that isn't a joke. It's just words, but not words that connect neurons in a way that produces. Look, the psychology of what humor is really interesting. But if you don't tell a joke, I'm not going to give you points for it. But if you tell a joke that makes me go, ha, 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 maybe you'll get 2 points. That's how it works. It's a subjective game. Sex with me.
And Vegas,
Subjective.
what is the first joke? What is the first word from the chat room?
The first word I see in the chat room is barley.
Sex with me is like sex with barley. He's an uncle to someone.
Yeah, I'm laughing, but that's an example of I don't understand. I don't understand what those words had to do with the suggestion.
I say it's an unconventional structure of the joke, but I'm going to say most people who have sex with me barley feel it.
Yeah, I'll give a point to Kristen. I know what that's sort of a joke.
Sex with me is like sex with barley, grainy and can cause a yeast infection.
Yeah, you see that? He referenced properties of grain. Definitely a point for Ross.
Sex with me is like barley because I'm barley in it.
What? Kristen said that already.
Yeah, I guess in hindsight, I was too focused on trying to come up with one. Sorry, Kristen.
Hey, chat room, type more nouns. We're going to ask for more in a second.
Sex with me is like sex with barley. I'm barely there.
Kelso!
What?
Ross and Kristen both said that joke.
Oh. Good joke then. I think we should all get that point.
That's a good point. An extra bonus point each to Ross, Kelso. Kristen, you also get one for saying it first, though, so the balance is...
Okay, here's one. Sex with me is like barley, always on the side.
All right, see, that sort of makes sense. Point for Ross.
You got another word?
No. But
okay, let's keep going with barley then.
I'm gonna just scroll.
Barley because I'm barley.
I'm gonna scroll up and just say the first noun I see in the chat room, which is brains.
Brains. Nice.
Sex with me is like brains, thoughtful.
See, that's a property of brains. I'll give you a point for that.
And also double entendre because thoughtful is spelled THOTFUL.
You get an extra point for spelling it different.
Sex with me is like sex with brains, because after you'll always have me on your mind.
That's the one.
Sex with me is like brains because when we're finished, you'll proclaim that it was the Alzheimer's best.
Oh, That joke made me sad, but it still gets
But
the point.
you might get it then.
But Alzheimer's is no, I'm just sex with me is like sex with brains. Zombies are loving it, eating it, doing it.
Sex with me is like sex with brains. There's a lot of folds to navigate. Sex with me is like sex with brains. A lot of gray area.
You're another one.
Sex with me is like sex with brains. A lot of white matter.
Sex with me is like
Very
sex with
similar to the gray
brains. You have it on your couch cushions. I was trying to say the word concussions.
I guess you get 2 points for the way you explained that joke was funny to me.
Sex with me is like sex with brains because I'm neurotic and erotic. I put the erotic in neurotic.
Ooh, wordplay. Give me another one. All right, we're gonna move on to the next suggestion from the chat. Cordless phones.
Oh yeah.
Remember those? In between corded phones and cell phones.
Sex with me is like a cordless phone because I take it in the den.
That's 2 points for Ross.
Sex with me is like sex with cordless phones. Just talk to me.
Sex with me is like sex with a cordless phone when you press *69.
Yeah.
Give you a point for that. Sex with me is like sex with a cordless phone. It's gonna give MCI a run for its money.
Sex with me is like sex with a cordless phone. I have a lot of hang-ups.
Super Kristen. We'll move on to our last suggestion, tablecloths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sex. Okay, this is a visual. Sex with me is like a tablecloth. Ta-da!
Give you a point for that.
Sex with me is like sex with a tablecloth. I won't eat off of you unless you're covered.
Sex with me is like sex with a tablecloth. You only bring out the good stuff when guests come over.
Give you a point for that. Well, that was sex with me. After that round, Ross, you earned an extra. Oh, I gotta count all this shit. God damn it. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14.
You know, I just want to say while Vegas is adding up the scores, Vegas, go ahead and add up scores for contestants. The reason I'm saying this to give Vegas time to add up the scores is because in my notes from the last show, the very first note I wrote is give Vegas some time to add up points after sex with me. So what I'm talking now is really to fill time for something that I should have written into the show and that I neglected to do. And it's really my own fault. And I'm not supporting Vegas and I feel really bad about it. And I think I might do something to myself tonight.
I know Vegas hates math, so I was like, if I can score no points, then Vegas won't have to add any up.
Well, Kelso, I appreciate that team playing from you. You did score 5 points in Sex with Me, bringing you up to 45 points. Kristen, you won 9 points, bringing your total up to 56. And Ross, you scored just rapid fire Sex with Me jokes, 14 points. Your total score so far is 70. You guys,
a point away from that.
Yeah.
Or add 99.
I'm not gonna add 99. I will subtract 1 point. And now you have 69 points. Because Sex with Me is like sex with Ross's score in the show so far.
All right.
Except you.
Oh, it's mutual oral sex.
Like a tablecloth, only covered.
All right, all that's left to go over is the contestants' deep thought answer cards. So let's check those answers.
Let's check those answers.
We're back, guys, in the chat room. I need your help to watch these contestants to make sure they aren't cheating by writing anymore, because we're done writing on your answer cards. If you see these guys writing more, say, hey, they're cheating. And I will deduct points if you cheat. Then the rules. All right, we're going to go find out what your answers are.
Okay, so question number 1 said, n equals n squared. For 7 points, what is n? Kelso is contestant number 1, so we'll start with her. She has n equals 1. Ross?
N equals 1.
Kristen?
Well. All 3 of you guessed the same number. And that's the right number, because 1 times 1 is 1. That's how it works. Good job, guys.
All right. I honestly think that is the first math question that every contestant got. We've had a bunch where no N-Crowders solved the math question.
Yeah, math has been a deficiency of the improv community, but good job, everyone. You all said 1.
All right, so we gave you guys categories, gave you anagrams where the solutions were something from that category. We're going to start with Ross this time. Ross, your category was, if I'm correct, Las Vegas attractions?
Yes. So I think I pretty much got this. So the anagram is cash lost in me. And so I found the words the casino, and I was struggling to figure out what to do with the last 3 letters, MSL. Like I know there's the MGM Grand Casino. I know there's like a Margaritaville Casino. I cannot for the life of me figure out what SML or MSL, LMS could be.
Let's go to Kristen and see what she got for cash lost in me.
It's slot machine.
Oh, wow.
And all right.
The fact that the casino is in there is
A slot. Cash gets lost in a slot machine, and there's an anagram for it.
And Kelso?
So best in prayer, before I realized there was an object like you explained, I really got hung up on the word priest. I thought priest birthday.
Sorry, Kelso, we're going for cash.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, I was supposed to solve all 3?
Yeah,
oh,
you
could have gotten points. Machine. You know?
I don't think you wrote that down.
I was not listening clearly.
Well, I also just not to quibble, but slot machine is not an anagram of cash lost in.
Oh, it's not?
Oh, I didn't mean to say slot machine. I meant muzzle.
I guess Mike is correct. Slot machine is not an anagram.
Oh yeah, because we need another S.
Yeah, and the only way to add an S to a singular noun is to make it a plural noun and add another S to it. So slot machines was the correct answer.
Everyone
is wrong. Kristen, smart but wrong.
No, that's bullshit. I call bullshit. It's bullshit. I get that answer right.
It's not cash lot in me. It's
What was the other anagram? I want to see if I could get it real quick.
We'll get to those.
All right. Well, next we're going to go to Kristen. Kristen, I forget what category you had places to live, correct?
Yeah.
You're salty as fuck.
I'm real pissed right now. My anagram was dirty room and
I just figured it out.
Dormitory.
Don't write it down. Name and shames. Chat room. Tell me if he's writing.
I was about to, but before she said it, I just looked at it and figured it out.
All right, but you're not.
Yeah, I was gonna say dormitory.
With an S.
I was also gonna say that.
All
But
right.
did you write it down?
Yeah, but I erased it with my hand on my whiteboard and
All right,
Kristen gets 10 points. You guys are cheaters.
I just don't think you can read my handwriting, but that says dormitory. There is the
No.
D.
Well,
Okay.
you are going to be a pharmacist, aren't you? I got the answer to the last one too. I got all 3 of these anagrams, and I ain't standing for it.
You aren't standing for it.
This round made my blood boil.
Yeah, I've been sweaty this whole time, but more so right now.
Okay.
The last one was Kelso. Her category was religions. Her clue was best in prayer. What is that an anagram for?
So yeah, I got really hung up on this priest part, so I thought it was priest Berne. And then you
Okay.
said it was an object, so I still didn't do that. I went with praise be teeny. TNY,
say-
the god of small.
That's so close.
I didn't say it was an object. I said it was a type of that category.
Didn't you say object at some point?
I feel like you said object.
I know it,
said
and I'm
object at
jumping
some
up and
point.
down.
Honestly, I object.
I object as well. And I think
Kristen, what did you write on your thing?
Presbyterian.
All right, Presbyterian's right. Ross, did you write Presbyterian?
I did not. God, I feel like we're still playing sex with me because I'm getting absolutely fucked here.
You get 5 points for answering someone else's question, Kristen. Everyone
I
else
answered
stinks at
both of
anagrams.
The other ones.
All right. This one, we're going, why does Mickey Mouse wear gloves? The
I
correct
wrote down a different answer now.
10 points, but the answer that Vegas the Incorruptible finds the most amusing will earn 5. We had just started the last anagram with Kelso, so we'll start this one with Ross. What did you get?
So it's annoying because I've seen a Vox video about this and I forgot it. So the answer that I put is that his like in Steamboat Willie, his body is just like a black stick. So like to show him grabbing stuff, it's easier to see like white gloves with black and white animation. And then my funny answer that I erased, that I crossed out was he borrowed the gloves from OJ. So.
All right. Kristen, what did you get?
I wrote, his hands are cold.
I forgot Vegas is the only judge. Oh no.
Kelso, what did you get?
To protect himself from gonorrhea. But also because they can do the Mickey point in Disney World to point out like directions to go to, where to navigate, the angry families.
Well, so the thing is, also not to correct you, but I believe they do a gesture like this because in some cultures it's rude to point. So they always have an open hand to show you and point you where to go.
Oh, wow.
I would also like to point out that you can make that gesture without gloves.
Kristen, Kristen wins 5 points for most amusing answer for his answer cold. And Ross, great job for the correct answer. Walt Disney was drawing in black and white, so if his hand was the same color as the rest of his body, you wouldn't be able to see when it passed in front of his body, and it made animation simpler.
Yeah, especially the old Mickey cartoons where it would just be Mickey cranking off.
Right. Mickey gets off, that old classic.
Oh, he really becomes a Steamboat Willie.
Oh my gosh. Is the sex with me round still going on?
Boy.
Oh, all right. So after that, we asked you to match the presidents to their Secret Service code names, and we'll give you 3 points for each one. One of them didn't have a match, and you'll get 3 points for saying that one, and you'll also earn 5 bonus points if you know what that president's code name is. So we just started with Ross. Let's go this time first to Kristen. What did you get? And Please
Yeah.
be merciful in your speed to let Vegas, the incorruptible, score your score.
Well, I'm gonna go with my ones that I'm the surest about. I think
Okay.
Reagan is Rawhide. I think Carter is Deacon. And I think the unmentionable 45 is Eagle. And then I have Barack as Renegade and JFK as Searchlight. And I didn't think Bill had I don't know.
Any guess on what Bill's might have been?
Saxophone.
All right, Kelso, let's hear your list.
I wasn't sure about any of these because I went to Catholic school, so my education is lacking in a multitude of ways because those teachers don't need degrees in the stuff they're teaching. I blame them for my lack of effort. Anyway, John Kennedy was Renegade, Milhouse Lancer, Carter Rawhide, Reagan Deacon, Clinton Searchlight, Obama Eagle, and Donald Trump was Wet Dick Cheese.
And Ross, let's hear your answers.
I wrote Eagle because he was terrified of the eagle, not like that gif of him either. Anyway, Ross, what do you got?
So this was the infamous question where I had to go pee. So I kind of ran out of time, and also I just glazed over on this question. So I just wrote, it's a trick question. The code name for every president is the pizza guy, not Mr. Prez.
All right. So the actual answers were John F. Kennedy was known as Lancer, which was a reference to Lancelot because his White House was nicknamed Camelot by the press. Richard Nixon was ironically and presciently known as Searchlight. Jimmy Carter was known as Deacon because that motherfucker's got some church in him. Ronald Reagan was known as Rawhide because that motherfucker's got some Westers in him. Bill Clinton was known as Eagle, possibly because he had an association with the Boy Scouts throughout his career, and an Eagle Scout is the top scout. Barack Obama was known as Renegade, which he apparently picked himself from a list of words that started with R, the coolest word on the list. And Donald Trump is the one whose code name was not on the list. His code name is Mogul because he pretended to be one on TV.
I got 3.
So Kristen, you got 9 points, and no one else got any.
Oh.
All right. And then the last question of the N-Quisition. Solve this legalistic conundrum for 5 points. I think I'm going to really piss people off here. If a plane crashes smack dab on the border between the United States and Canada, where would they bury the survivors? We just started with Kristen, so let's go to Kelso's drawing here. Let's see if this explains anything.
So, as you can see, America, cheeseburgers, obesity, Canada, syrup, hockey, plane, crash. They wouldn't bury the survivors. They exploded, okay? There were no survivors. Trick question.
So your answer is there were no survivors.
Yeah. They exploded, I mean, so there were no parts to bury. But yeah, there were no survivors.
All right, Ross.
Very well.
You don't bury the survivors.
And Kristen?
Yeah, you don't bury survivors. You bury people who didn't survive the crash event.
Yeah, exactly.
An answer that Kelso came dangerously close to saying, but then veered away from at the last second.
These people that survived are going to be buried in legal fees when they sue that airline.
If they were still alive, but they weren't because it was a trick question. There were no survivors. Explosion.
All right. Well, when we add up everyone's points, Kelso, you end the game with 45, which is I don't like that number. You get 46.
yeah.
Kristen, nice work. You got 56 plus 34. That's frickin' 90, right? Yeah, definitely. And Ross, you got 69 plus 15. That's 84, which is what? I said your thing last, but that's actually less than how many Kristen got because Kristen is the winner. Who got the most banana pictures during the course of the show? It was Kelso. She gets 10 points. Still in third place, but good job with those banana pictures. All right, behold the winner.
Just got another.
All right then, congratulations. I just want to really quickly say, not to take away from your amazing victory, Kristen, but pertaining to the last question and not burying the survivors, Nick just sent a message to the N-Crowd text chat room saying that I'm a monster for that question. So I'm very pleased with the way this show has gone.
Well, that's it for the N-Quisition this week. Kristen, we will have you back in 4 weeks when we have our Tournament of Champions for the people who won the 3 games prior to the Tournament of Champions. And as you know, this game is every other week on the N-Crowd's Twitch channel during pandemic times. On alternating weeks, we do our regular improv show that we can't do in theaters until people don't cough germs at us anymore. And every other week, we're here at 7 p.m. doing the N-Quisition. Thanks for joining us. Thanks to those of you who donated. And thank you, Ross, Kelso, and Kristen for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
And also thanks to Karen, the N-Crowd's artistic director, for running tech for us tonight.
Hell yeah, Karen!
Yay, Karen! Watch her make art live at twitch.tv/karma_art_studio. Thanks to everyone watching wherever you are. We want to wish you health, happiness, and love from the N-Crowd. Good night, folks.
And remember, if you live in Pennsylvania and you're voting by mail, to put your ballot inside the other envelope that it comes with, because they won't count it for some reason if you don't.
Drunk by now.